What's poppin', my niggas? It's me and Monique, and we're here with another video. Okay, first question is titled Restraining Order or Not. I'm pretty sure you need it. Hi, Keisha and Mo. This is my fucked up ass story. Well, alright. Me and my fiance, Taiwan. Girl, I'm not reading this because any nigga named Taiwan, you already know he was coming with the shits, bitch. You already knew he wasn't shit. His mama didn't even care about him. She named him Taiwan. That nigga came with drama from the womb. Anyway, Taiwan been together. You know it's funny. You know it's funny. It is. Okay, to me and my fiance Taiwan.
This y'all girl.
Woo! Me and my fiance Taiwan been together 6 years. He has a 9-year-old son from a previous relationship who I love very much and treat him as if he were my own. We were in the middle of planning the wedding, but sadly was put on hold once I got in a severe car accident on the way to work. I was in the hospital for weeks. On the day of the crash, Taiwan was at the park spending time with his kid on his assigned week. He was keeping him. As soon as he heard the news, he didn't hesitate to rush to the hospital. He wanted to stay with me overnight, though, so he thought it'd be best to drop his son off to his mother's home first. When he got here, he told me they had a little argument because she said I probably wasn't even really that hurt and that I'm exaggerating the accident. She blamed me, called me a foul ass bitch for pulling this shit and making him cut his time short with his kid to come see me because I just wanted his attention. I was like, I had to have 2 surgeries. I couldn't even get up and walk around without the help of a nurse. I had severe on and off headaches the whole time I was there from hitting my head so hard against the window of my car, but I'm exaggerating. Like, how the fuck dare you?
That's his baby mama?
Yeah, that's doing all this. We was actually cool and cordial in the beginning of Ty and I's relationship, but when we started getting more serious, she started acting mad, funny, and fake. In 2014, around the time we let it be known we was buying a house together, that's when she did a complete 180. This shit been going on 5 years now, and I still don't understand it. I've done nothing but be friendly and respectful towards her relationship she has with Ty as co-parents and her kid. So what the fuck is the issue? Anytime there is some kind of minor inconvenience regarding the kid or Taiwan, she finds a way to blame me. Always. Taiwan don't take her calls. It's my fault. The kid acts out from time to time. My fault. The sun don't shine. My fault. The wind blows in the opposite direction. My fault. She even kept FaceTiming Ty all night when we were on vacation in my birthplace, Cuba, for my birthday, screaming at the top of her lungs, asking questions like, when you come back? Why you not take your son with you? Why didn't you tell me? I remember her saying also, where you get the money to swim your ass to a whole other country just to munch on your bitch's Taco Bell. See in peace. Blase, blase. I had enough. He tried talking me out of it, but about a week ago, I decided to invite her over so we could all 3 hash this shit out. I basically told her, look, think whatever you want about me, but what you're not gonna do is make me the motherfucking scapegoat for everything that goes wrong in your life. And stop treating Taiwan like he ain't shit. Like he an ain't shit ass daddy because he love that boy more than anything. He does everything a daddy should do. Takes him out, has fun with him, bonds with him, plays with him. That's why he always anticipates the weeks that Ty gets to keep him. He went to all his parent teacher conferences while your ass is too busy boosting CDs and DVDs on the damn corner. She says, I don't know shit, I'm a bitch, yada, yada, yada. And it escalated in an argument. Obviously, the amount of wine we were consuming made the situation worse. We're screaming at each other, Ty screaming too, while getting in the middle of us. She threw the bottle of wine at me, but luckily missed thanks to Ty covering me. I did end up getting a few cuts from the glass though. Rage came over me and I ran up on her, which is honestly so out of my character. The neighbors ended up calling police on us that night. An absolute motherfucking shit show. You have no idea how many times that woman has belittled me and treated me over the last few years. The body shaming comments about my race. Comments about my race, talking about my friends and family, calling me a hoe, gold digger, dumb, clout chaser, wetback, shaming me for having work done on my boobs and ass, beady beady boom, boom, ass bitch, Taco Bell pussy, enchilada pussy, whack bitch, and so many more names. I'm just over it at this point. I was just glad I finally addressed it and spoke my mind. Taiwan wants us to follow a restraining order, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's not like I have a problem being around her. I just could never talk to her again because it's her mouth and her need to constantly instigate that is the problem. I low-key feel like Ty wants to file it more for himself and his son more than anything, though. And I don't want to stand the way of that, so I'm conflicted. Restraining order or not. Thank you, guys. God bless. I'm sorry for making fun of Taiwan. I thought Taiwan was going to be on some bullshit. But his name is funny to me.
Taiwan actually sounds pretty damn dreamy, and that's why this is mad.
Yeah.
How would you feel if, and I ain't saying it's your fault, because some shit just don't work out, and it's just meant for y'all to have a kid together, for them to have a kid together, and y'all to be together, whatever. I personally would appreciate him having somebody that's steady and consistent in his life that's going to be around my child. But sis, if you got all that going on and she on the corner selling burnt CDs, because do people, I didn't even know people still listen to that shit.
She ain't making no money.
I wasn't even going to go there. I wasn't going to go there. But what I was getting ready to say was, I understand why her feelings is hurt. I definitely understand why her feelings is hurt, but it ain't no reason for her to take it out on you. I don't know what y'all gonna do. How you gonna put a restraining order and...
I mean, she can't come within however many feet of them.
So they just gotta drop the baby off.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do. I think that I think he needs to do a restraining order, and you need to, because, and he needs to go to court to get some type of situation put in writing with her because she's so fucking unstable. I would put all of this shit.
I probably would be trying to get my child.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't even want my kid
ass
to be around nobody that's that damn negative.
Yeah, like she's a mess. But yeah, he needs to take her ass to court, do some type of mediation, do some type of something to put some shit into place.
Because honestly, it sounds like y'all got the more stable home. I'm just saying.
Because okay, like on Teen Mom with Macy and her husband, she filed a restraining order on her son's father. So he can't come around her husband, or their children. So what they do is, when it's his time to get Bentley, she drops Bentley off at his mother's house, and then he gets them from there. So it made everybody's life so much better because they don't have any communication with him anymore.
That shit is so sad, though, man.
It's sad, but sometimes you gotta do it. Yeah, because he can't call, can't do nothing. So I feel like that's probably what y'all need to do if y'all want to have peace in y'all life and not deal with her and the threatening messages and this and that. Y'all both need to get the restraining order, restraining her from contacting y'all any type of way. Have a drop-off space for the kid to pick him up, drop him off, so y'all don't have to deal with her anymore because this bitch is crazy.
I know you'd be like, how the fuck did you end up having
with that bitch? Like, Jesus be offense. Because I was just waiting to hear in there that he was still fucking her or something. Because, like, why is this bitch that crazy?
I was not, like, once the story going on, I was not expecting him to still be dealing with her, but I understood, like, her frustration because, nigga, he doing everything with you that she wanted him to do with her. So she mad about that.
Yeah,
but there still is no reason for her to treat you like shit. I mean, they moved on. Hopefully she can find some peace in her goddamn life. But I don't like that type of thing because especially when you do that in front of a child, it kind of makes them feel like they can come over your house disrespecting you. Yeah. And I would want my kid to be over there disrespecting nobody that's helping taking care of that.
Yeah. So that's what I agree with the boyfriend. Both of y'all need to get the restraining order so y'all can have some damn peace in your goddamn life.
Right. But get y'all somebody fired or something. That's crazy as hell.
Let us know what y'all decide to do. So the next question is how to get over a broken heart. Dear Keisha and Mo, I'm 29 years old and I have been single for 7 years now. My first 3 years of me being single, I dated around and used that time to better myself. I knew that I didn't want anything serious with anyone since my last relationship had taken a major toll on my sanity, LOL. I was completely fine with just dating around and having casual sex with no strings attached. Fast forward to 2015, while at a friend's birthday party, one of her friends approached me and asked me for my number. I gave it to him because I was feeling him as well. A few weeks later, we went on a date. That date went well. We went out to eat and had casual conversation. I felt this guy was my speed. He had all the qualities that I look for in a man and potential significant other, and he had his shit together. He had a master's degree, a government job, his own place to stay, and no kids. What I liked most about him was his vibe and aura. I was immediately attracted to him. I had never felt this intense for anyone, not even my ex. The second time we saw each other, we had sex. I didn't think anything of it because it was anything out of the norm for me to do. Over the next few weeks, I started to notice a change in our dynamic. I didn't talk to him as much. I mean, the more he started to pull away, the more I started to gravitate towards him. Ugh. He started to become flaky and inconsistent. I couldn't figure out why he was acting like this. Are you kidding me? You don't understand why? I would never see him as much. Whenever we did see each other, it would be to have sex. Duh. We rarely went on dates. When I would text or call him, he would sometimes not respond. The final straw for me was late summer 2016. We were supposed to hang out and he ignored me all day that day. I was tired of being treated that way. I was not used to that type of treatment at all. Not to be conceited, but most guys that came across were begging me to give them a chance. I was used to the inconsistencies. I had to cut it off communication with him. My heart couldn't take being toyed with like that. I had to repair my confidence and esteem that I unknowingly let him break. How? New Year's Eve that year, I received a text from him. I was shocked, but this time I didn't think too much of it. We chatted for a minute, and that was it. A few weeks later, we began seeing each other again. Of course, his inconsistent behavior began again. I took another break from him that summer 2017. It's sad to say, but I was used to his inconsistencies. Of course, that was not what I wanted. I made the decision that if I was going to continue to be involved with him, I would not put my feelings into it. I would be anticipating anything. I had started to take my feelings out of it. I began to focus more on me and not so much on him. Fast forward to early this year, I went to a Nao and Xavier Omar concert. During the intermission, I was making my way to the bathroom when I felt someone grab my wrist. I turned around, fully prepared to cuss someone out. When I noticed it was him, I was excited to see him. We made small talk. He kept mentioning that I had been on his mind, aka he wanted the fuck. Of course, I was caught off guard, but I was pleased to hear that I was on his mind because I still had feelings for him. In my mind, this was what I was waiting to hear him say. We began seeing each other for a little while after that. But once again, okay, girl. A few months ago, he called me letting me know that someone that he used to mess with contacted to let him know that she had an STD and that he should get tested. He showed me the results were negative. I got tested and my results were negative. Well, I guess you meant to say I didn't think to tell him because I was done with him. I was ready to move on and close the chapter in my life. I deleted our text thread. I would think often, but I had to be strong because it was obvious that he was not willing to give me what I wanted. A few weeks ago, I received a text from him basically trying to get back into my good graces. I had explained to him why I stopped talking to him, which expressed how I felt about him, which was something I never did. After the conversation, we promised to keep in touch. Today, as I was scrolling through Facebook, I saw that he had gotten a job in Texas and would be moving in a few weeks. Heartbroken is an understatement about how I feel. I really wish the feelings that I have for him would go away because it's obvious that I do not have a chance. I'm writing to you because I want to know what is the best way to get over heartbreak and move on. I'm not used to a guy making me feel this way. Normally I have control over my emotions in situations with guys, but this one is giving me a run for my money. Please help. Thanks in advance. Signed, A Broken Heart. I don't understand how your heart is broken.
Your heart is not
y'all
broken.
went on 2 dates. The second date y'all fucked and he ghosted your ass pretty much. He only was fucking you after that. You admit it. So more than anything, it's a sexual thing between them. He didn't do nothing to make you fall for him. He took you to Chipotle, bitch, and y'all fucked, and that was that. And then he continued to fuck you afterwards. So it's more so a soul tie with your pussy than it is a heart tie. You got that nigga spirits all in you and shit. You attached to the dick because he ain't did nothing to make you fall for him. Nothing for you to be so damn caught up in this nigga. Nothing. So that's you, not him. He has shown you who the fuck he is. He's shown you what type of relationship y'all got. Y'all ain't got no relationship. You are a fuck buddy. He fucks you when he wants to and then he dips. So what are you so heartbroken about?
That wasn't my question. Anyway.
I mean, really, shit.
I personally don't think it's heartbreak. I think it's more so, it could be a little bit of narcissism. I personally think it's your ego.
Yeah.
That you can't get over the fact that
somebody is like playing you. Like.
Somebody playing you because you're not used to that. You're used to people trying to fuck with you real hard and be on you real tough. And it's hard for your ego to deal with that. And honestly, if he was somebody that was consistent and tried to fuck with you real hard and real tough, you would not be interested in him. It's a good thing that he moved to Texas. Consider that a blessing. You'll get over it.
You better. There ain't nothing to get over.
I mean, whatever the fuck it is, you'll get over it. And let that be a lesson. It might be something that you need. I don't know what it is in you that made you feel like everybody ain't got to like you in that way.
No.
Because y'all ain't have no type of agreement or nothing. He really didn't do nothing wrong.
No, he didn't. He didn't promise you nothing. He didn't offer you nothing but dick. That's it. Please send us an update. Last question. Hello, Keisha and Mo. My name is Keisha also, just spelled differently. Anyways, on to my question. So first off, I watch you at Fucky Diva's Basketball Wives reviews as often as I can. Thank you. I enjoy your Evelyn and Jennifer impersonations too, by the way. Thank you. Shorty, I swear to God. You know, but when I watch the show, it seems like every time I watch Evelyn, I can't help but think about my soon-to-be ex-friend, India, who acts just like her. I say soon-to-be ex because I'm ready to cut her ass off. India used to talk shit about my other girlfriends simply because they aren't as fortunate as her. They didn't have the best clothes or best shoes or best anything. They didn't have the money to go out as often as she did. So when she plans a trip for us and some of them say they can't make it, she gets an attitude and purposely excludes them from the next event out of bitterness. They're just going to say they can't come anyway, so I'm not finna waste my breath, she would say. Indy got mad every time I didn't take her side in every argument she got into, even when I didn't agree. And I remember one time that happened, she ignored me for weeks, but suddenly wanted to become all buddy-buddy with me all over again the minute my brother came to town and decided she wanted him. Even though those words never came from her mouth, it was obvious. I knew her like the back of my hand. My brother is an attractive man, therefore I've had many birds try to befriend me just to get to him. Then suddenly it's like I don't even exist anymore. When India would ask to come over for dinner and hit on my brother every chance she got, I would warn her that he has a fiance. She ignored me and say she doesn't want him. It's just harmless flirting and it isn't that serious. Fast forward to a few months later, it was my birthday. India asked him for a ride home afterwards. Her house isn't but 10 minutes away from mine, yet it took him over 3 hours to get back. I asked him what the hell took him so long. He said she needed help with her TV or something. And when he got done, they just ended up talking for a bit. They got more close as time went on and I was growing suspicious. He would always,
somebody left the TV for me and didn't give him the gooch for it. I'm just saying.
He would always tell me how lucky I am to have her as a friend and she's a really cool chick and blah, blah, blah. But as soon as we got into a big argument, when I told him that his fiance won't like him getting this friendly with another woman, especially one he only knew for a couple months, I got told to mind my business. I didn't know what I was talking about and it's nothing serious. So I washed my hands of the situation and left it alone. I've known that girl since college. I know how she operates. She's persistent and she wants nothing. And when she wants something, she will make damn sure she gets it, no matter who the hell she hurts in the process. But if he doesn't want to listen to me, then cool. It's his life. Let him fuck it up all on his own. He hangs out at her house more and more frequently, and the excuse is always her TV is broke. How her TV always fucking broke? That's bullshit. Fast forward to January, and I found out from a mutual friend he's been staying at her place overnight. So obviously they fucked. She calls me the next day, acting all stressed with her fake concern for his fiance and shit, with them fake ass crocodile tears, as if she wasn't jumping with joy on the inside. And this wasn't exactly what she wanted all along. India has vented to me about. They also argue because she demanded he tell his fiance about her and that they fucked. He refused, yet they got over it and continued to hook up more and more. Long story short, a few months ago, she finds out she's pregnant with twins. He got extremely pissed at her and told her to hurry up and get an abortion before his fiance comes to visit. He cut off contact with her completely. None of our other friends are willing to reach out to her because of all the shit she's talked belittling she's done to them. So she practically burned her bridges with everyone, and I'm the only one she has left to really confide in, and she knew I couldn't just leave her pregnant alone and confused. Every time we talk, I have to restrain myself from going off on her for the shit she pulled because I know right now she just really needs a friend. I sure as hell went off on my brother, though, screaming, I told you so and everything. A part of me feels like she wants to have these babies simply to make his fiance miserable, just like when she insisted to let her know they fucked for the first time, which he never did. She refused to get an abortion, and the fiance is flying in from South Carolina next week. Shit is about to go down. He thinks she will do what she says and get rid of the kid, but she won't. So he's walking around acting real confident that everything will go smoothly and doesn't have a worry in the world. I will be there for India in her time of need, whatever she decides she wants to do. But when everything is all said and done, I don't think I can be cool with her anymore. She's done a lot of unforgivable shit but this is honestly too far. I'm thinking about cutting off ties with my brother too because he really ain't shit for this. This is not how he was raised to be, and every time I look at him, I can't help but feel disappointment. So anyways, what should my next step be? Tell the fiance before she gets here so she doesn't get ambushed? Not tell her? Should I do anything at all? Or do you think I've done everything I can do? Have a nice day. Girl, mind your goddamn business. Ain't got shit to do. You way too involved in your brother life and this girl life. You already know what it is. That is they problem. That is they shit. Let that shit blow up in their face. As far as you saying you gonna be there for that girl, I mean, I'll be there for my niece and nephew when they get her. But other than that, I ain't got shit for you either. You knew what the fuck you was doing when you started fucking around. You ain't give a fuck about that girl. So, deal with the mess that you've made. Let that shit play out however the fuck it's gonna play out and concentrate on you. You too involved in that shit for me. I don't know if it's like a soap opera to you, but let them do whatever the fuck they doing. I understand you being disappointed in your brother because he wasn't raised like that, but to cut your brother off because of this, I feel like it's a bit extreme. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
You don't. And honestly, as far as like the girl, even if she had not dealt with your brother now, she seemed toxic as fuck to me.
Yeah,
I would have definitely, for my own benefit, I probably would disassociate with her because she got a wake up call coming to her ass that she ain't gonna be ready for. And
them twins.
Not even them twins, baby. Not even them twins. I'm telling you, the shit you put out, I have been witnessing motherfuckers receive a lot of shit they put out. And they don't even know why they going through the shit that they going through. It ain't gonna miss nothing. Everything, I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but Saturn ain't playing with our motherfucking asses. Baby, I yelled at my dog the other day and went outside and walked him and fell. And I know it's in front of people. Do you hear me? Like, bitch, because I do all these cleanses and things to protect my house and the people and my, shit that's around me. And it was like, bitch, you ain't finna ask for no protection and then you do it. No. Fall.
Ooh,
and I did.
Funny.
I twisted my whole ankle, girl. I didn't even think nobody was outside. I walked further down the street. This girl was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Bitch, you coming?"
I'm weak.
But yeah, I wouldn't have nothing to do with that. Like I would be like, "My name is Hess. I ain't in that mess." I'd be like, "What?"
My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. No,
girl.
Let that shit have it come out. Y'all be sitting back.
I wouldn't even be over there.
Popcorn.
I wouldn't even be over there at all.
And don't call me telling me shit. I don't want to know nothing.
Don't call me talking about that's my friend. That's more so his friend now.
Yeah, that's they ain't got nothing to do with me. The fiance call you, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Talk to that nigga. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing.
That's so fucked up though.
Yeah, they all fucked. He fucked up. She fucked up. It's all fucked up. So.
Let that shit. With that girl, I be blocking motherfuckers to changing my number. One person have my number is my mama and daddy.
Yeah, no, let that shit fall. However, it's gonna fucking fall. Cause who knows? The fiance might be dumb enough to stay with his ass. So, girl, and then you fuck around and tell, and then they turn that shit back around on you, and then you the one they cussing out. Girl, mind your goddamn business, cause you know.
I would probably be over there like, please, till I have somebody too. So we shit won't be.
I mean, really. Cause that'll be the gag, and she like, well, nigga, I was fucking somebody too, and get all their asses back. But yeah, if anything, just be there for your niece and nephew that's on the way. Other than that, I wouldn't have shit or twins. I don't know if it's niece and nephew.
It's twins. You better have them motherfuckers.
Yeah, but as far as that ex friend of yours, girl, you ain't gotta be there for her. She did this to herself. She got a family. No.
Her bougie asked me to be a baby mama. Look at that.
Exactly. So, and as far as your brother's concerned, I wouldn't cut your brother off, but. That's just on you.
Still gonna get married.
He a nigga. Yeah, but that got nothing to do with.
But even if it ain't to that fiance, it ain't gonna be your friend.
He don't want her. So thank you for the question, and please send us a
wait. How's she gonna be talking about somebody can't go out of town and her TV always broke? I'm just saying. New excuse, boo. We ain't stupid.
Yeah. So yeah, send us an update. Let us know what happened, girl. Yeah. If you have a question for us, email us at sinceyoux1@gmail.com. Our information is down below. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. We will see you guys on the next video. Bye.